Welcome to my first on-video, gaming PC build. Now, this video overall, this part, I'm going to have two parts. One video is going to be about the parts overall and the actual build, and second part is going to be benchmarking. So let's go over the parts today. Now, over here we have Z97A from ASUS, obviously, and over here is Intel's second latest Haswell refresh of 4790K processor. I'm going to be overclocking to 4.8 GHz if I can. And this one over here is direct CU to ASUS GTX 780 overclocked edition. Very amazing, amazing cooling, and it's going to be amazing for a perfect build with my dual monitor setup. And for power supply, it is the EVG's Supernova X 750G. Now I would have gone to 1000 watt supply, but the thing is, I don't have a dual graphic card, so I believe one is plenty, so I decided I went with it. For hard drive storage, I already installed Western Digital's Caviar Green 1.5 terabyte HD inside the case. I'll show you the detail later on. And for boot drive, we have Intel's 530 series 120GB SSD for our boot drive and main games in the load up fast. For RAM, we have Corsair Vengeance Pro 16GB 2x8GB kit of DDR3 1866. I'll be overclocking to 2000 if I can. And for last but not least, we have a optical drive. Check optical drive. It's like a $20 one, so I don't even give a crap. Now, to get the main parts, these are just boxes. They're just empty right now because the main parts are in the back over here behind the cameraman. And yeah, so let's get into the build now. And yeah, before I'm going to the actual build, I need to do a pre-check of the video parts, see if it's actually working or not. So I'll be back with you guys once I check all the parts are perfectly fine and working, and I'll go to main build.
Can't see what I see, programmed to get grand, see what I be. Come, I'm dumb, off gone, some fire. And on y'all nonsense, those go up, she in it, she with it long and she keep doing what she did.
On CPU and the motherboard, I have my Ghetto workbench right now to install my CPU. And first, push the retention arm. You need a little bit force to that. Open it up all the way, like that, just like that. Now, CPU. Open it carefully. Make sure to not touch the bottom of the CPU. Grab the side of it. If you can see, there will be a little green gold triangle, and match the gold triangle on the motherboard. It should be this corner. So for this one, and there's also notches on the side to make it fill it in. That's it. Just give a little touch to it. Make sure it's all in place, and just put the retention arm down under this screw. And this part, you will need a little strength. It's perfectly fine. And this thing just pops out automatically. And it's on this case, it's all in place. And let's go to the RAM. For RAM, we have two Vengeance Pro DDR3. Well, if you can see this right now over here, because yeah. And then open it up and make sure, even if you build a lot of computer before, you must check the user's manual for the motherboard, because sometimes it can actually give you a headache. Now, where did I put the manual? Yeah, oh, right here. Now, the user guide and exclusive features. I don't need the features right now, so let's see the guide. Now, stay with me until I find out where to put the RAM. Usually, it's most of the two outer parts, but never know, because I'm pretty sure I am correct. But yeah, let's see. DDR3 RAM module. The motherboard comes DDR3. Now let's see, DDR1 and DDMB1, so it should be closer in order, I'm pretty sure, to install the RAM. Oh yeah, perfect, that's what I exactly thought. Now, for this step, if you can see it, let me try to angle this perfectly. Now, take out the hold in the edge, because this is already, doesn't matter. Grab a RAM, and make sure that this notch goes notch on the side, and put the wooden side in first, other side in, and press it firmly until the notch clicks into place. That's it, nothing else. Same thing for the other side. Now that's perfect. Now they are all in place, they're good. Now, before I do this, I am gonna install the heatsink that comes with the CPU to just check if my CPU and my graphics card is working. So we'll be back and all the testings are over. But before I do that, I'll teach you guys how to install the fan. Make sure not to touch the bottom because that's thermal paste, and just make sure that this screw doesn't go in. For this one, all you need to do is put them in place. There's already a hole in there, and put it across like that. Perfect. Over. I can't see it. Well, just adjust like that, and make sure that this notch goes into the CPU slot for fan header, and then I'll be back. Now I checked the parts; they're working for sure. So now you install the motherboard into the case. First, you find the I/O shield, and then you see this over here, the whole I/O shield panel. You gotta plug this I/O shield panel in there, and before you do that, make sure to check into your motherboard to fit perfectly, just like that, and then put it in the four all of the four corners. Now this will require a little bit of strength. It's perfectly fine. Oh my god, it should clip into place just like. Now, these can be a little tricky to get it in because make sure to press all the four sides, and they are in. Now for these screws, I really don't like them on there right now, so if they're my screws, I'm going to unscrew them. Just while I'm putting the motherboard, because if this fan while you're installing the motherboard, it can be a lot of pain in the ass. First, remove the fan header. Let me just quickly do this, because you guys probably don't want to see the boring parts. There you go. There you go. And make sure do not lose the screws. I repeat, do not lose the screws. These screws only come in once, and you buy them. And I didn't lose it, luckily. Take the fan out, and then, oh, I forgot. I need to restore the RAM. Haha, that was dumb for a second. Because I need to take them out for my CPU fan removal because they are getting in the way, and I didn't want to break them. So re-put them in there. And sorry for the crappy camera thing. My cameramans are moving their hand. Now, for Corsair case, there's always a bridge in the middle, and take this thing out. So make sure to line it up with your I/O shield. It's always a good idea to put it underneath it to the top. I think they're a little bent. Let me just quickly fix this problem. I think they're a little bent. And then this is a little hole in the middle. Make sure to match that hole with your bridge in the middle of your case. Now this will be a little tricky part to get it in, as usual. And don't go so harsh on me. And just like that. And now I'll be back when I screw all the 9 screws in there, and I'll see you guys later. Here's the final product. I am sorry I missed all the part building stuff, but the thing is, it's not really easy to do right now because it's on my iPod and stuff. Now let me go over one thing last. I'm sorry for the camera is moving, and that is Corsair water block, RAM. Now I put the fan for intake. That means the cool air comes here to inside, and then it goes up here, and also this fan also sends air outside, the hot air. So only fan that's gonna support is this 2 fan in the front, and send cool air inside to cool the entire system down. And then the radiator and that fan will take the air outside. And there's my hard drive. And the other side, there's some little cable management stuff. And here's our optical drive. and here's our SSD and power supply. So that's basically about the build, guys, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave a thumbs like, and next video I'm gonna come up with is gonna be the benchmarking and the review. So expect that, guys, and I'll see you guys later. It's fantastic. It's Steven from VggRC here, and peace out.